can taste your words. I can taste your.
Welcome to the Easy Answer Podcast. I'm Brandy, plant-based chef.
And I'm Vonanise, plant-based adjacent.
On this podcast, we explore thought-provoking conversations around food
and simple ways to stay healthy in this crazy world.
I know, right?
Hi, Brandy. How are you?
I'm good. I was a little crooked earlier, but trying to get myself together. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm navigating this new world with, my tooth situation.
It's cool. Listen, at least you got to go out to the Bronx Night Market on Saturday before you had to have some oral surgery. So that's a plus, right?
That is a plus. The Bronx Night Market was yummy food. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy that I got to experience different types of food because this might be my last hurrah with the meat. I might be like,
settling all the way into the plant-based space, as you said.
Yes. The whole tooth situation, I can't see me wanting to fight with a steak ever again.
That's funny. Well, guys, normally on the Easy Answer podcast, we come on, Vaughn and I talk, and then we bring some fun guests on to kind of continue the Easy Answer conversation. But this time we decided to take advantage of outside. And we went to the Bronx Night Market and spoke to 3 vendors, heard their stories, and learned some lessons from them. So we wanted to open up with our familiar opening and then transition into our special Bronx Night Market package. Enjoy.
Yes, we're sharing our wonderful experience with you, and hopefully you can go, to different events around New York City or in your city and get out there while we still can, while it's warm out.
Hello, Brandy. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Vaughn. How you doing?
I'm great, and as you can see, we're out and about. Isn't that great?
Yes, it's so nice to be out. It was such a nice day today that we thought, wouldn't it be cool to record an episode around people who create and make food? That's a business.
Yes, and one of the signature things about New York is that we have a lot of street fairs, and so we came to the Bronx Street Market.
Night Market.
the Bronx Night Market. See how much I know.
Yes. Right. So you're wondering why we at the night market during the day? It's because originally the Bronx Night Market was something that only happened at night. It started in the evening, but it was closed all during 2020, and so they're kind of making up the idea of this night market and having it during the day.
Definitely. And we're really excited because we want to be out here, no mask. Because as you know, when you're outside, you don't have to wear a mask.
I can't stand that rule. I'm going to go on record saying I think it's the most ridiculous CDC. It's the most ridiculous CDC, I guess, recommendation that they put out into the streets, and then they took it away from the streets, and it's really causing a lot of confusion. So personally, mask in hand, totally believe
no mask.
Totally believe that. When we go out, we should still have masks on, especially when you're in crowded people. We're talking about a freaking street festival, street fair. There are a bunch of people outside. I think masks are still necessary.
Okay, so, all right, I agree. I did not like it when the CDC took it back. However, when they explained that the way that COVID is spread and how in the winter the droplets, stick in the air longer, and in the summer it made sense that when you're outside, you can eat outside, you can do more things outside.
Yeah, no, and I outside by yourself, hands down. I'm not walking to take my trash out and put my mask on. I'm in my backyard, that's one thing. But when we're around others, especially with this droplet thing that you consistently bring up as one of your COVID concerns, I'm just I don't want to be out here mask free. But that's just me. Guys, this isn't about masks. It isn't about our droplet obsessions. This is about
supporting small business.
Yes.
Getting out in these streets so that we can support other people, support the restaurant industry, that, as we all know, was devastated by the COVID pandemic. And we came to the street fair so that we could support and talk to other people who are small business owners.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like listen to their journey, learn some of their lessons, and pick their heads with some of their easy answers.
That's true. And we got really great we had really great conversations with several business owners that helped to enlighten us on, and will enlighten all of us on, what it takes to have your own business, the tenacity that it takes, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we asked them questions about, you know, your business growing and changing, you know? And I just think that in life in general, I think the lesson is that you have to be tenacious.
I agree. I love tenacity.
Resilience always wins.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys. So let's get into these interviews so you guys can learn about some small New York food businesses that you can support this summer and hopefully the rest of the year.
Definitely.
Got it. How long have you guys been in business?
Been in business 26 years. I've been making donuts for 46 years.
Wow.
If you cut me, glaze will come out of my skin.
I love it. What kind of glaze? How do you make that?
Well, our glaze is made with love. That's the secret ingredient.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So where are you located in New York?
We're located in downtown Brooklyn, but we actually started in Queens at the Coliseum Mall. We've been, like I said, we've been in business 26 years. We're going to be franchising this year, and we're looking for women entrepreneurs.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Now, what made you choose women entrepreneurs as like the initiative that you wanted to start?
Very easy. Women are the smartest thing on the planet. They're the, as far as a minority, they're starting businesses and finishing college more than any other group. So it just makes sense to me. Women. I want to be the Avon of donuts.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, speaking of that, does your business today look the same as it did when you started?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I was to go back 26 years, I wouldn't even recognize it. Yeah. It's developed over the years, you know, by listening to the opinion of my customers, you know, the way we do business. Yeah, it's changed drastically.
Cool. And what's a resource that you find that you like can't live without as a business owner?
Resource, other people. Yeah, people's opinion. They help develop my business. You know, it's about, you know, what the people want. It ain't about me. I'm not buying the donuts. So, you know, we listen to the people a lot.
Got it. And if you had to share like where you got your inspiration from, where would you say your inspiration comes from? I know probably the people, but outside of people, any other places you pull
My mother.
inspiration from? Your mom.
My mom, yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. So you want to give us how we can contact you on social media,
Sure.
any websites, all that good stuff.
So on Instagram, Facebook, it's Cousins Dozen, CUZINSDUZIN. Same thing on, like I said, on Facebook, and also The Donatologist. So that's where you can find it.
right there.
Yeah. Hey, I have no plan B.
I love it.
This gotta work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's working.
Absolutely. It's working. Yeah. Absolutely.
26 years with a goal of franchise donuts. I
Yeah.
think you have like no problem. You found out what works.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
And I found out what God wants me to do.
Cool.
You know, that's why I started franchising, because it's about other people. You know, it's easy for me to get rich, but it's about helping empower women to get wealthy and create wealth. So that's what this is about. Cousins Dozen.
Got it. Now, I heard a little bit that you were planning on veganizing your recipes soon. So when can we expect that to happen?
I say within the next 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm excited to try that once you do it.
Okay.
All right, and this is Brandy from. Hi, we're here with Elijah from the BX Burger Company, and I love this burger. It was really good.
Hey, we tried.
So we wanted to ask you what inspired you to start your business?
Pretty much us, our grandma, she used to be a cook, so it was easy for us to do this. But at the same time, when we came to America, like us three brothers, all three of us, we started doing like restaurants, working in restaurants, subways, and fine dining restaurants. I do air conditioning, so on the weekends, I say, look, since he works in a bank, my other brother, he's a manager of restaurants. I say, you know what? How about we come up with some ways of just kind of making a little some pocket money on the weekend? You guys know how to do it. I'm not really as good as they are, but it's been a while. But we decided just to come up with a way of just kind of getting back to our roots because our grandma used to do it. My mom is a great cook. We're not, compared to my mom, we're like nothing.
Your
So
grandmother had her own business?
yeah, she did back home in Senegal.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
your grandmother had her own business, and that inspires you to have your own business.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, what do you call it? Our sauces, which is like the BX sauce, it's inspired from we used to live in Louisiana.
Okay.
So before we moved to Louisiana, obviously, the Cajun cooking and all. So some of the spices we have on the BX sauce is like, we call it the Chipotle mayo, but it's just, some hidden ingredients we got there. You can't reveal them. So, so yeah.
So you're not gonna give me the secret sauce that was so delicious that I wanted to come back and get more.
Yeah, that's a little secret.
Okay.
Something simple, but it's secret.
How long have you guys been in business?
We've been coming in here for 3 years now, almost 4 years.
How you have a brick and mortar business, and where is it?
Pretty much, we just kind of freelancing right now.
Okay.
We're trying to open a restaurant. Haven't gotten a chance to yet, but we still kind of, skimming through like places where there are like good businesses. Like for example, here, if you were to have one of these kiosks, right? You have the TJ Maxx, you got the subways, you got the studios over here. That's a good area to be at. So that's something like that we're trying to get into.
Oh, so that's when you determine where you're gonna have the
Yeah,
next.
it's based
where
on the
you're gonna-
location. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So does your business look the same now that it did when you first started?
Ooh. When we started, we were a disaster.
Okay.
Because at first, when we started, we were pretty much giving away food.
Oh.
When I say giving away food, we would sell a double burger for $8.
Oh, wow.
And one of the guys over here, she's no longer working here. I forgot her name. She's one of the people that organize the stuff. She told us, look, I know you guys trying to make money, but the way you guys doing it, it's not the way to go about it.
Oh, so you took advice from other people.
Yeah, but see, us, we don't believe in just kind of going by our, our ideas. We like to listen to people. Obviously, the final decision is going to come down to us. But also, we like to hear the feedback from people. Gotta give us an idea of what we're doing. So based on feedback from our customers and obviously our parents, they're the ones also we gotta, we need their input. Sometimes we cook something, we give it to a stranger, they say, hey, it's okay, it's good, but it's a little salty. But a family member, they might not want to hurt your feelings. They're like, hey, it's good. We like to kind of, hear the outside voice, kind of really kind of put us to the point where you're like, you know what? Maybe I could tweak it a little bit. Maybe there's something that I could change. All those things. All the whole idea come from family members, co-workers, strangers.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not about how much you know. It's about how much you listen to.
That's true.
That kind of plays a part. So pretty much,
So I just want, I know that you sell burgers, but are you thinking of going into the vegan space or the space with like,
Believe it or not, we've been discussing about it.
have you?
Yeah,
Because
we've
my
been
friend is a
discussing about
plant-based chef, and we like to, highlight businesses that have both,
Yeah.
options for vegans
Yeah.
and everyone else.
We've been pretty much talking about it the past few months. Last year we had a veggie burger,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, that burger, sometimes, because the first time we sold it sold out.
Oh, wow.
Because I've never had veggie burgers before, but you cannot tell really if it's a meat burger or a veggie burger.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know because if you were just telling me, hey, this is a veggie burger, try it, I wouldn't because I don't know what it's like. So I'm like, you know what, maybe. But my brother, he's not here. My other brother, he's not here. He's the one that kind of do the prepping, and he himself do the prepping. I just kind of I wait till they kind of do the prepping. I'll kind of join them. When it comes to doing the prepping, I'm not really.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I do other things. As far as kind of doing handiwork and stuff. But as far as cooking, them two, they're the ones that do the cooking.
But you're from Senegal. Senegal is known for their fish. Are you gonna have like a fish burger?
Like,
you know,
look,
like Senegal is like
like I said,
you know the fish place in like
Yeah.
Africa. You know,
we've been trying to implement, a couple ideas. It's in the works. It's not final yet, but it's a surprise. We got something in the works.
a cheboujen
Yeah.
burger. That's like my favorite fish.
Cheboujen, that's a little out there. That's a little out there. So, yeah, Cheboujen is a little out there.
So how can
But-
people find you? Tell us.
Well, you could actually find us on Instagram.
Okay, what's your
You
Instagram
said
handle?
the
Tell.
BX Burger Co.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like spray THE
Okay.
BX
Okay.
Burger Co. That's how you find us.
Mhm.
So you do that, you find us. We got over, I think, 1,000.
We have
All right,
what?
guys. So guys, we just heard two cool interviews, right? And we're back. Yes, we're back at home. You know why? Because this was our first time on site, and
I'm not too proud to say that we are not perfect and that we made a couple of mistakes, right, Marky?
yes, we totally made mistakes. Mistake number one: not doing a sound check before we interviewed our only female entrepreneur. So we had this amazing interview. Takia.
Yes, we were so proud of her and her business.
Yes,
And her business partner, they were both females.
yes, her story was amazing, and we heard none of it. So, just want to give you guys a heads up. We're going to do a quick little voiceover over her, just to kind of share her story with you as you just kind of see this lovely interview in.
We'll give you the basics, It won't be, Steven
Oh, yeah, we have
Spielberg
summarized.
quality, but the heart will be there.
Yes, Cliff Notes. First. You guys remember Cliff Notes in school? Y'all never read those whole books, so that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Cliff Notes. All right, so yeah.
I'm really excited about this because this is really challenging my skills as an editor and challenging us to step our game up, Brandy.
It is.
So.
It's definitely a growth opportunity.
A growth opportunity. You're so funny.
Gotta put the positive spin.
All right, so we had an opportunity to talk to Takia from Oh Sweet Mason. Even though you can't hear, she shared a story about how they came up with the name Oh Sweet Mason. Obviously, it had something to do with mason jars. It was really cool to hear that the company was sustained after a friend of the family ended up passing away, and they thought it was kind of cool to continue the legacy through her recipes. And this line has taken recipes from the past, like through the family, and created different cookies, cakes, and treats that you can find in a mason jar. The mason jars are really cool. It was a really nice size mason jar. And the cool thing about using a mason jar is you can cook in it and you can reuse that mason jar for something later. Now, Takia also shared with us during this interview that she will be hosting a brunch this coming Sunday, August the 1st. And details can be found on her website, the letter O, sweetmason.com. That is sweetmason.com. Now, this brunch is all about desserts. So we're talking about an afternoon of desserts, drinks, and music. So if you have a sweet tooth and you want to find an interesting way to spend your Saturday afternoon, actually Sunday afternoon, because it's Sunday brunch, then check out Oh Sweet Mason to see about this fun and exciting event, and to support a woman-owned business.
All right, guys. So listen, we were at the Bronx Night Market. It was fun. I had a great experience. How about you, Vaughn?
I did. I had delicious food. I had delicious hot donuts. Straight from, I thought I was only going to eat one because I didn't have that much room in my stomach, but I ate all 7. He was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes, these are delicious."
They look
It was hot donuts.
I know. It was hot donuts. It's like how do you go wrong with hot donuts right out of
Yeah.
the oil. I mean, and made by a guy who calls himself the donutologist. Like, you know
Love
what I
it.
mean? How do you fail with that setup?
Especially when they claim it.
I mean, that man had you on his arm. That man was committed to his donut-ery.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. I can say that he is donutologist.
that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I have to say, my experience this time around wasn't that great food-wise, if I'm being honest. I mean, I had some overpriced French fries.
Yes.
Some overpriced French fries. Very overpriced French fries. Like I could have literally bought I could have bought 25 pounds of potatoes for the price that I spent on those
But then
French
you
fries.
would have to spend umpteen hours cutting them up. Who got that kind of
I would have cut up all 25 pounds. I would have just had them in my stash.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stash potatoes. I'm good. I'm thinking about my midsection, but okay.
Don't demonize the potato. You know I don't do that. You cannot come for the potato when people mess the potato up by what they put on it. Okay, you can't put butter, cheese, sour cream, and bacon on one of the most nutrient-dense foods in the world and then say it was the potato that made
Why
you
do I
fat.
have to be that I'm coming for it? Can it just be?
Thanks to the Atkins diet, everybody likes to demonize our poor little humble potato. We
I don't
can't do
think that people are demonizing the potato. I think that people are finding what works for their body, and
no,
there's more people. The people who find out that Atkins work for their body, those are the people who speak the loudest.
no, no. This
It's
is
advertising and marketing.
no. Like I say, you can't put butter, sour cream, cheese, and bacon on the potato and then blame the potato because that's what people do every day, all day.
But then the South Beach diet came out, and you could eat potatoes on that one.
Anyway, guys, let's wheel this conversation all the way back in.
Yeah.
What lessons, what easy answer bits and tips do we have for our viewers today about how you manage a outside recording experience? How do you capture the experience outside?
I mean, I think that we learned a lesson because we take lessons from everything that we do. We're people who are cathartic. And I think that the lesson is that any experience that you have, you can always learn a lesson from it. We, could have checked the audio, but when you do productions, like I've done production, they have an outside boom mic, the curtain on the mic. We're not that big of a production yet. It's just you and I. But as time goes on, we will get bigger and better and brighter. I believe so.
Yeah, same. Totally. I mean, and in the meantime, because 9 times out of 10, the next time we do an outside shoot, we will not have a boom person. Because we're talking about doing it in like 2 weeks.
They don't even believe that I could manifest this money. All right. I need to have more faith.
But we still gotta hire the person. You understand? Like I'm not saying the finances will be there, but we gotta read resumes. If we spending money, we gotta make sure these people are legit.
I already know boom people. Crazy girl.
If you are not able to manifest boom money like Bougie Betty can, and you just have a phone. One of the tips you could do is literally just do a little test snippet to make sure that your equipment is working, and then go from there. So that's just
but it was working when we did it with the first two. It's when we got to the last one that it stopped working.
Yeah.
You have to test it with each person.
Very true. Another thing is
not like we were completely irresponsible people. We are responsible. Okay.
Yeah, no, totally. It just it happened. Also, even though people gave us their information, right, as far as like where to find them, we had to like go back through the video to gather that information in order to put it into the video. So in the future, like literally writing it down on a page, or in a book, or even taking notes in your phone, so that when you go into the editing process, it's already there, and it just makes it so much more efficient. So
definitely. And I would think the last thing that we learned is whenever we go into a food setting, we can also offer something to the entrepreneurs Because we asked them all if they're gonna have vegan options, and what did they all say?
Everybody said yes. Everybody was exploring the idea of a vegan option, which is really cool. I mean, the donut
Yes,
person,
the world has changed.
yes, it's totally changed. I mean, and just how you, I mean, those donuts look so great. I love donuts. Now, I'm currently in the middle of this. I know it's crazy. I'm currently in the middle of this 60-day no processed sugar thing. So even if they had a vegan option, unfortunately, I would not have been able to enjoy it with you on Saturday.
Because you're so disciplined, and we love our discipline.
But in 2 weeks, when he says he'll have his vegan option available, I will be done with my 60-day no added sugar, and I want to taste one of these yummy things. So it's exciting that more and more people are exploring, and what's cool about it is that it's really showing people that it's not that hard to convert things to not include animal and dairy. It's really not. There's so many alternatives today. I mean, speaking of the potato, I was just reading an article the other night where they talk about potato milk. Really bothered me. Like I'm totally cool with like cashew milk. I've gotten with everybody soy milk, almond milk, but I'm like potato, and I love potatoes, but potato milk.
Think about it. The items that they've made milk out of are items that we could just eat raw, so you can understand it. Almonds, cashews, even like coconut milk, you can eat those things raw. But once you tell me that you're gonna have potato, I don't eat potatoes raw like ever. So
yeah, I won't buy it. I can't waste my money. But if I was at a fair and there was like an expo and they were giving out samples, I would try it.
Brandy is serious about that budget. I mean, I don't love all the combinations, and I'm a combination girl. I like almond, coconut blend. Okay. Yes. But I'm not a huge fan of fake banana taste. So when they did cashew banana, I said no. I'm not a fan of that, so I never tried it. But I like straight up bananas, but imitation banana never works for me.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like real banana, so that doesn't. I just don't like bananas. At all. Yeah, it's weird. I like plantains, no banana.
You would think you like everything. You know me. I do not like eggplants. Don't give me eggplants. I don't want to know about eggplants. I can't live in an eggplant world.
Here you go, eggplants. I think eggplants are delicious if they're made properly. Now, when I was young, I didn't like them, but that has a lot to do with the fact that no one ever made them for me. And so my point of reference was like, it was this purple soggy thing. And then one time I went to a community board meeting and one of the elders made like an Asian stir-fried version of it. And it was like a potluck. And she was probably one of the only people I trusted eating from. And it was probably also one of the only dishes that didn't have any extra stuff in it. And I tried it and it was delicious. And it opened me up to exploring eggplant, and I love it roasted now. And I love a good eggplant parm, no cheese.
And I think that's what happens. You try something that you never tried before, and then you're opened up. You just have to be adventurous.
Yeah, yeah. Sweet, cool, guys. Well, listen, it is nice outside, and though we're so excited that when I say nice, meaning it's summertime. Like we love that you are spending your time listening to the Easy Ends podcast. We want you guys to get out, support these businesses that. This time last year, they weren't even able to.
Definitely, right, Brandy? Like now they're open. Now we can get out. Make sure we have our masks. There's new rules for masks every day. Just follow the rules.
Every day it changes.
Like follow the rules as they put them up on the media. Okay, whatever it is, and get out.
Oh my God!
Vaccinated or not vaccinated, your personal business. Just get out.
Word.
Unless you feel sick, stay your butt home.
Yes. Or wear a mask if you have to go out. Store. Don't go contaminating people. COVID, pandemic or not. I don't understand. I will say, I really appreciate the fact that the pandemic has gotten people to the point where if they don't feel good, they stay in. Because remember when pre-pandemic,
yes,
the whole place, and I'm like, why are you here?
Because everyone at work needs to know that you was about it. It was so stupid.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Let my nose itch. I'm like, I'm home. I'm sick. Let me be tired. I would be mental health sick day all day.
That we needed to stop. We were going too hard, you know.
Absolutely.
We need to stop as a society and just chill out and sit down.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, all right, cool. Well, that is all we have for you today for the Easy Answer podcast. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please click below, hit the bell. We do a show every week. Every week we show up, and we try to help have thought-provoking food. No, not thought-provoking food. Thought-provoking conversations about food, right?
About food.
And find simple solutions on how to stay well in this crazy world. So
definitely, because food touches everything and everyone.
Absolutely. So guys, this is the Easy Answer podcast with Brandy and Vaughn Anise. And until next week, remember to keep it easy.